and look at the generational baggage. Don't know what that was. That's in your life. When I was given the task of having uncomfortable conversations with others, I knew then that my path was going to be different. And others may be a little standoffish until they've done some of their work. But I didn't let that stop me. Why? Because I asked myself uncomfortable questions every day. I asked myself that today. I started writing it and talking about what's going on to get out of old patterns. I do the work every day, and it's not always easy or pretty. But I wake up to confront the areas in me, in love, that need a facelift to go forward. What would you do? Are you just doing the outer work without any inner work? And so you basically, when you open your mouth, it's like listening to a cesspool because you got so much stuff going on inside. But it's not just you. It's a lot of us. We got so much going on the inside. And I'm not beating anyone else. I'm just saying. If you find yourself right now, you got a lot of stuff going on the inside, just reach out. I would be more than happy to assist, or just hit me down in the comments. What are you afraid of losing? Is it that once you see that colonialism and imperialism has played everybody, no matter the color of your skin, you won't know what to do if we're not fighting each other? Because see, either your skin color says your ancestors giving it out, or you received it. How about we find ways to have conversations that cause a pause, to see things differently in all areas? This will cause us to quit blaming someone else for our problems and see where we might have truly missed it, because we make the own decisions for our life. Don't nobody make your decisions. We make our own decisions, okay? We can only meet people where we have fully met ourselves. Remember that next time you say you want a real relationship, okay? It requires you to take off the mask, put it down, and put down your representative and be real. We have many adults who were never taught how to feel safe. So they seek safety and validation on the outside of them because of a plethora of challenges that occurred in childhood processes. So I ask you, what emotion pushed you, from your childhood, pushed you in a corner? And you made a bunch of vows. I hate them. I hate her. She abandoned me. He abandoned me. They don't love me. They didn't do me. Your parents did the best they could with what they had. They did the best they could with what they had because they came from a generation that was one generation away from slavery and sharecropping. Let's talk about it. No matter what your skin color is, either your family was giving it out or receiving it, but everything, it was slavery and sharecropping going on. There was a lot going on. And so no one taught them how to deal with their emotions. So how can they teach you if they didn't know? They didn't have the bandwidth, they didn't know. And I released my family, I have. However, I don't want to be around them if they haven't changed. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Oh, yeah. That was added to the Tupac song from back in the day. What is the name of that song? Change. There it is. See, the vows we all made is playing out on the big stage. We see it. You can see it. While we get to protest and speak our minds, are we helping that little girl and little boy on the inside of us heal? Because then we can talk to people like we got some sense. That's your true shadow. See, I've been commissioned to aid in the process by sharing how I overcame everything that was meant to keep me from coming into my true identity. I had to believe in myself and God. See, God is on the inside of me, but I had to find me first. That means, why do you feel like that? Why are you triggered? What's going on? Okay. We're taught that God is on the outside of us by religion, but God is on the inside of us waiting to be tagged into our battles. 2 Corinthians 10 and Ephesians 6 says the same thing. We're fighting principalities, rulers of the darkness, and spiritual wickedness in high places. This is when negative thinking has gone on for so long that it's a norm in society. That's when you get all them isms that we got. Colonialism, imperialism, racism, sexism, womanism. Okay, all them isms is because of the patriarchy of the society that's trying to keep the control. But, leave us alone. What is that name? There's something about the walls. Teachers, leave us alone. It's a rock song. I don't forget the name of the song, but y'all know what I'm talking about. This is what every ascended master had to deal with. And see, this is what Jesus was talking about when he was talking to the Pharisees and the Sadducees. He said, your traditions are making the word of no effect. So they're taking their traditions, they good old boy activities or whatever is going on, okay, to keep certain people out. Well, why are you doing that? You're also keeping yourself in a pigeonhole. And you're also keeping yourself illiterate. What does that mean when I say illiterate? Look at what's going on. Every country in the world, if America is number one on the list, why is everybody surpassing us in technology? Why is everybody surpassing us in schooling the children? Why is everybody surpassing us in everything else? And you keep saying, well, we invented everything. No, we, don't get French, we didn't invent anything. The FBAs invented it. The ones that are originally from this land invented it. Okay? Like the man said on the video I watched a few minutes ago, they didn't come from Africa. They was already here. Let's not get it twisted. That's why you keep changing our names, because you know the truth too. So quit lying and tell the truth. We went from Indian to American Indian to color to Negro to black to African American. We just said FBAs because it's the truth. You know the United States belongs to us because it was ours before anyone else's. And the Native Americans, they came a little later from Siberia. And we had a treaty with them. We're not mad. We ain't mad. We just stating the facts. And if the facts make you uncomfortable, well, let it be uncomfortable. Take the shoes off and put you on another pair of shoes. So we had a treaty with them. They broke it, and then they made a treaty with the others, and then they broke the treaty with them, and it ain't mad. I'm not mad not one bit, because what you give, what you do to someone, it always come back to your house. That is King Solomon. Whatever you release from your house will come back to you. Be careful what you release. This is what every ascended master had to fight against. Those traditions, and you take the word of God, or you take the Quran, or you take the Torah, and you put your traditions on top of that, and you making the word of no effect. Because you don't want to change. Or the Bible. Because you don't want to change. So you put that religiosity on top of it. And if you're not going to change, why go to church? Just stay home. If you're not going to change, why go to the mosque? If you're not going to change, quit putting that thing on top of your head. Why are you going in there? The synagogue, why are you going in there if you're not going to change? I'm just saying. The mindsets of us who complain but don't want to do the work or don't know how to do the work, okay, and it causes a dip in morale because most can't get out because it's ancestral and generational. You just doing what you saw your family do. Instead of thinking for yourself, it's called critical thinking. So to get out, it requires one to be get uncomfortable and get past the plateau of complacency or complicitness. Well, I'm not going to choose a side. Oh, we passed that. And this is how we've always done it. This is how we always done it. It needs to be thrown outside. For real and burnt. When are we going to respect each other? Like for real. Are we going to respect each other? Yes, the FBAs was here first. But are we going to respect each other, or where do you think you got to control someone in order for you to even be in the space? There's something screwed up about that if you think that you got to control somebody to be in the space. What do you really believe? What you believe is time to operate in it. Because you can change the world with one thing that you can do. You can light the whole world up with that one thing that you do. Fight for your dream without hurting none. That's what the United States was built on. United States is a huge melting pot. So for Europeans that you didn't get here to 1492 to be exact. Okay. Well, let's talk about you really didn't get here to closer to the end of the 1400s. Because Columbus came in 1492. Meanwhile, you was in Europe taking each other out. So that's what y'all was doing. Y'all was taking each other out until you find out there was more people that you could take out with your guns. Wasn't nobody had no guns. We was trading and loving on each other and doing what was right. And then y'all come over here with y'all shoot 'em up. And then you get mad. And it ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun, is it? Mm-mm. We learned a lot in the last few weeks. Do what is right for you. No one lives your life but you. Only you live your life. I don't know what's going on in your life. That's why you use critical thinking. Be sovereign and not controlled. Think for yourself. Think for yourself. If you protect those that can't or don't know how to protect themselves, do so. Bring your dream to life no matter what you see in front of you. I don't care what you see in front of you. May the force be with you. Just look. Look what happened to Japan. The bomb that hit Pearl Harbor. Now look at Japan today. Now that is how you do revenge. Served ice cold. You learn to be the best and keep it moving. You don't be in nobody's face. That's what I'm talking about. May the force be with you as you go. And may the power of God be in your heart as you move forward. There are some freebies and a link from the podcast that I completed with Women's Leveling Up in May. It was so fun being there. There are magazines that I was covered in September, October, December, and January. Look in the description below to find the things that truly light you up and leave everything else behind. I can't wait to talk to you soon. Remember, I placed the link to my own personal bookstore. My books incorporate the essence of God. If you want to feel the presence of God, read In the Garden with the Father